going to try something a little different today. Typically whenever I play, I don't cast when I'm doing the challenges. So today I figure, what the hell, my challenge today is white or black spells. Haven't done anything yet, cast 20 spells, so I'm going to probably just do, I have two decks that I use when I'm doing black and white. I have my Ozhov Guild, and I also have my vampire deck, which is somewhere around here. Where is my vampire deck? There it is. And maybe I'll do the pre-made. I mean, I labeled all the pre-mades. I didn't get rid of them. I figured, what the hell, you know. Always nice to look at other different deck designs. But I labeled them pre-made just because I like to keep track of, you know, what decks did I create, what decks did, you know, I get somewhere, you know, like the Planeswalker deck. So I think probably the first one, I'm just going to start at the top here and do the Ozhov Guild. And, you know, let's see if I can also pull out that win to get that extra 250. You know, it'd be great just to get the 750 coin and allow me to get another pack of cards, or save the coins for War of the Spark. I mean, you know, I'd like to maybe get one of the 45 packs or 90 packs of cards when War of the Spark comes out, and probably open them all up on a stream. So it's a pretty decent hand. I mean, you got a couple gold cards. So I think I'll definitely keep this and see what I got here. Something tells me this might be some type of green deck, maybe a gate deck. Vampire deck, I'd love to get another Seraph of the Scales. I mean, I'd really like to get 4 of them. This deck has a lot of flying creatures. For those that have watched this deck before, I'm trying to keep it as close to the guild as possible. You know, I try not to go outside of what the guild is. So it looks like we're going to be playing a Merfolk deck. So, you know, the Merfolk decks are always fun. You know, River Sneak drives me up the wall. You know, it's going to be interesting what's in their hand. Why haven't they played anything? I mean, they got a lot of mana available, so yeah, it kind of sucks I didn't get my Angel of Grace, but at least if they knock out my character, or knock my life down to below 10, I can use Angel of Grace and of course get that, set my life to 10. I'm probably going to kill this creature because this creature is starting to piss me off. You know, or maybe I'll wait for them to drop a River Sneak, but you know, got Kaya. Kaya is one of my favorite planeswalkers. Unfortunately, I only have one. Don't know how many people play with more than one planeswalker, but it always sucks when you lose your one planeswalker. You know, because this is my Ozhov deck, I probably should put a couple more in. You know, probably when I drop, hopefully I get another mana in the next round or next draw, because I'll probably drop that vampire and then I'll drop Kaya and go to town, getting rid of some of their cards. And you know, the only thing I hate about the lower costing mana planeswalkers, typically they have the easy life to get rid of. Oh, there's my favorite Drake. That thing is a lot of fun. So, yeah. I always hate that delay. It's like, what are you gonna do?
The crueler the opponent, the sweeter the victory.
Gotta get rid of that Drake. I hate those. With that adapt, makes him a pain in the ass when you
Let's get those out of the way.
So, what else we got here?
Was that dear to you? You? Now it's dearly departed. really good at banishing things. Was that dear to you?
Let's see, another Ozhov Deck. So, I hate that River Sneak. That River Sneak card, I really hate the River Sneak. There you go, buddy. Pick one of your cards you want to lose. It's gonna suck trying to wait to get that River Sneak back up to higher power strength, so that he has to be forced to sacrifice that creature. What's this? Rogue Gloves. You know, that's one set I don't have a lot of. I don't have a lot of Magic 19. Oh, that's gonna be fun. At least I got my one black and white spell, so at least I got the 500 gold coin. So what do people think of the customizations, like the sleeve decks? I don't know. I'm not real sold on customization. You know, when it comes to, especially with having to spend gems, I would rather spend gems on trying to obtain additional packs of cards so that I can increase my the amount of possibilities and get duplicates if I need them. You know, I do have a couple of the alternative art cards. You know, that I did buy that $15 pack just because I wanted to see some of them in person. But I was kind of disappointed when you know, I went to look at some of the other ones, and I mean, there are some very nice artwork. I mean, you know, my challenger deck, Red Argo. I mean, I'd love to get a couple of them, but I just don't know about spending gems for something that doesn't impact me. I'd rather save the gems for War of the Spark. I mean, you know, I can't wait to see what Planeswalkers come out. I can't wait till you know, we get more details on what exactly is coming out in that set. I mean, you know, and how is that going to change Arena? You know, it's going to be interesting to see what type of decks are made. I mean, I always like the strategies. You know, that's one thing I got to get really more into, is looking at some of these cards. But how do you know, other than the main ones, how do people come up with some of these unique ideas? I mean, I've seen some really crazy decks. One of my other videos, there was a nice deck that I think beat me like 300 some to like mine, or did like 300 some damage in one turn. Kind of kicked the living daylights out of me. I just couldn't handle that deck. Good news is I got it on video, so I can sit there and be like, okay, what the heck did I do? Let's see here. So, unfortunately, I'm getting low on life because I did not want to do that. That was horrible. Now, the only good news is maybe I can, Merfolk deck, man, I really hate that River Sneak. And unfortunately, you know, with this deck, there's no way to kill that unless I pull a Mortify, or if, you know, a lot of times I know people like to put counters on them and build them up, but so far this guy's been smart and he has a bunch of equal power creatures. Up, there we go. So that's how I'm going to kill that creature now, if I can survive. So he's going to knock down half my life, and he's probably going to try to overrun me, which, yeah, no, he's actually he's playing conservative. Me, I would have forced me to block. I mean, what are you going to do? But I bet he probably thinks, oh, well, you know, I just hope he doesn't have a counterspell, because if he has a counterspell, I'm done. I mean, there's not much I can do. I mean, that I hate that creature for being such a freaking common. I really, really hate. So let's see, does he have a counterspell? Let's see. Oh, his River Sneak went down to 3. So, nope. I'm gonna have to pull out my revenge. I really hate River Sneak. I really hate that card. I would love to pull a Mortify. If I could pull a Mortify, that would take care of my problem, but this River Sneak is just chipping me apart, and unfortunately there's nothing I can do. You know, if you have a River Sneak attack every time, I mean, they need to create, you know... I guess when I play burn decks, now I'm gonna have to pull this. Then bring up my... maybe I'll delay, maybe I'll be able to pull the life down. Let's see here. He's down to 9. I do like that guy. I do like revenge. Like I said, I think I only have one in this deck. No. Oh, Herald of the Streams. What are you doing to me? Oh, see, now that's... I like that card. You know, like I said, you know, I have a love-hate relationship when it comes to Merfolk. I just really, really, really do. Yeah. Let's see here. I think I'm going to try to knock him for 3. I mean... because I'm dead in 2 turns anyway, so might as well see what I can do. I have enough creatures that should be able to at least take care of. Oh, of course you do. Of course you do. Oh, that just sucked. Because now, if I attack with this, that's going to leave 4 creatures and then I'm dead, so that was well played. I mean... that was well played, well played. Well, I'll just let this play out. I mean, at this point, I can't beat him. I mean, he has too many creatures. You know, like I said, I kind of was iffy. I always worry about taking a mulligan with decks because I'm like, is it worth losing 1 card? You know, is there a possibility of an extra land? But unfortunately, you know, this is, you know, I always have issues with this. You know, I do like this Rogue Gloves. I do like the ability to draw a card and damage an opponent. I mean, that's a blue mare I do not have. So, let's see here. Well, yep, dead next turn. Give this guy a good game. I mean, that's basically all you can do right now. You know, the deck... although if this guy was wise, he would kind of attack. I hate when people kind of just sit here and build up forces. It's like, you're better off attacking. I mean, force me to defend. I mean, he has 3/4 creatures, 3/3 creatures. He can easily pick off my guys. You know, there's really no point at this point for him to just sit here and Twitter pate. You know, I guess he figures, I'll just sit here, or she. I mean, oh yeah, then yeah, disperse. I hate control decks. I hate anything with returning my stuff. Drives me up the freaking wall. Alright, so just attack, because at this point, the game's over. I mean, it's been over for like the last 3 turns. I mean, I hate that thing. I really hate that thing. I hate River Sneaks. He just wanted to go for the big win. It's like, buddy, look, you already beat me. I mean, just freaking attack me with this. I mean, who really cares? I'm not gonna waste my time anymore. I mean, you're gonna, you know, play with yourself over there. You know, I'm not gonna waste my time. You know. All right, so let's see. Got the 500 cold. Oh, let's see what packs. I don't know which I want. I don't know what I need. I do have a lot of cards. Packs, where are you? You know, the guild bundles are neat. I mean, like I said, I mean, I guess if you're really into one of the guilds, but you know, with everything in Magic, you know, I feel like, okay, well, that's great. You get a guild, you like a certain guild. I kind of like them all. I mean, I don't really have a favorite, so is it really worth 3,000 gems? Well, what can I get for 3,000 gems? 15 packs of cards, so 15 rares, you know. Okay, so what do I thought? You know, when's the season over? I think the season's over 28 hours, so what do I get this year? There's, so I get a pack, and what is this, 500? Yeah, 500 gold, so I get one of each. So I'm going to stay away from Ravnica because I'm already getting a bunch of two more packs. So what do I want? I'm kind of leaning towards Dominaria, trying to build up my Dominaria availabilities. I've kind of stayed away from Magic 19. Even playing physical cards, I always stay away from those sets. I hate, the one thing I hate is when you buy a pack of like Magic 19, and this is going all the way back to like 4th edition, 3rd edition when I first started playing Magic. I just really, don't have that one. That's kind of nice. Don't have this one either. That's gonna go into my Ozhov deck. Do not have him. Seismic shift. You know, I miss good land destruction. I really miss good land destruction. You know, especially with how they're doing all the gates and everything. I did try to build a land destruction deck. I mean, you know, I think is it still viable? The answer is no. Unfortunately, there's just not enough good destruction spells, and you know, with all the dual colors, and you know, I really think that they need to bring that strategy back into play. So I'm gonna switch over to my vampire deck. Anyone good cards in here yet? You know, some of these are really nice. You know. But again, I just 600. That's a pack of cards. Oh, you know, I just have a hard time. You know, beautiful. I really like the graphics. Another nice one. Now that's pretty. I do like that card. What is Mortify? Where are you? You know, the only thing I hate is the ones that look better are always more money. What is it, gold? Maybe I'll make the Planeswalker. What's a Planeswalker? Oh, you have to buy that in the bundle. Of course you do. Of course you do. 600. That is cool, though. I do like that. Yeah, who knows? I mean, you know, here's what's in this deck. Legion Lieutenant, like I said, 4 Mortifies, Call to Feast, Vampire tokens. There is a white card that you can search for at Vampire. I forget what the title is, but I do want to put 2 of them in this deck. You know, I don't know which one I want to take. Oh, here it is. So I did put it in the deck. I probably want to get, I'd only have one of these, but when I get my next uncommon, I want to bring this up to another 2. Don't really know. I might probably get rid of Paladin Atonement. I mean, it's a 1/1, 2 mana. I'd kind of like this because I could search for these guys, you know, or search for some of these other creatures. I do have Aka in here. You know, I have managed to beat people with the -10. You know, Johnny again, lifelink. You know, maybe get rid of the Johnnies. You know, and just put another creature in with lifelink, or you know, maybe put in 2 more Calls of Feast. I don't know. I mean, it's 1 mana. So let's play. You know, since I already did the challenges for the day, right now I'm just down to basically doing getting my gold for the day. Like I said, I hate leaving 100 gold there. You know, if I can get up to 500, that means I can get another pack of cards tomorrow. So let's do this 1 more time or 2 more times. See how it goes. I'd like to try to keep these clips about to an hour. You know, and I try to keep them themed to a certain type of deck. So if you're watching a video, you know, you're not trying to see a lot of different decks. I mean, I could do, you know, just a complete, I'm going to play 1 deck in order from, you know, all the guilds of, you know, Ravnica, and then I'll go to the Ravnica Legions. But I try to come up with different videos. I mean, I know people like different things. This is the first video where I've actually talked throughout it. You know, what do you guys think? Is it something that you'd rather just sit here and me shut up and you sit back and enjoy watching some good Magic, or are you somebody that's trying to learn something? Are you trying to figure out you know, what is somebody thinking when they play these different types of decks? I mean, oh, I love this card. You know, I only hate when I get 2 of them in an opening hand. Do like an Isolated Chapel. I mean, I've always been a collector of lands. I've always loved. Oh yeah, here's one of you people that love these new cards. You know, and I love the ability. You know, give you the dual land ability. You know, to get that possible mana on the 2nd turn. You know, I kind of like them more than the shock lands. I hate giving up life for mana. If I can help it, I avoid the shock lands. I know everybody's all about them. You know, the Drakes are another, you know, it's going to be interesting with this deck. I mean, the only thing I hate about, you know, this is probably either like a Ral deck, or Arcane Tempo. I just got done building the Challenger deck for Arcane Tempo. You know, yeah, he's going to start picking me apart, so what do I want to do here? I might as well cast him and go grab, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll grab 1. Pull that on my deck. Now, where are people getting the arena? Was that like a code or something to get a free backing? I wonder if that's an option. Man, you know, this is, I gotta get this guy cast. I mean, this guy's, you know, Scry is an ability, or, oh, that wasn't Scry. Scry is an ability that I'm starting to enjoy. I mean, after I built the, the Arcane Tempo deck, I mean, oh, gotta get that 5 life, man. I gotta start digging this guy for damage, because if I don't, he's gonna start banging me for damage. So I gotta get. Probably next turn, I'm gonna drop Regal Bloodlord and get him out, because I gotta stop him. I mean, it's not gonna do much. And he's got a buddy, so that's gonna be fun. So I really gotta get this guy out, and hopefully, again, I gotta get more flying in this deck. I gotta get more angels. Again, I just don't have them. You know, I've been trying to build up my 2/4, so he's basically gonna kill any of my creatures. Now let's get him out. And at least he can create my bat creatures. Is he legendary? No. Yeah, I've been debating it. I mean, the bat creatures are nice. Unfortunately, I don't want to attack because that Drake's going to kill my guys. But at least I get a bat creature. So at least I can start at least defending myself if he tries to attack me with those crackling Drakes. And also, if he wants to do any damage, he's going to have to use his direct damage on my bats or try to kill my Regal Bloodlord. So this is going to be an interesting. Leave my bat alone. Leave him alone too. I see. Well, that wasn't the that's why he wanted to do that. Well, it really won't matter. I'll cast him again, and I'll get another bat creature. So I'd attack, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Ding me for 3, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be bringing back my Bloodlord. And I gain a life, so you really did 2 damage. Unless if he counters it, and then that's not going to be good. Again, I hate these pauses because it's like, what are you doing? That's not good. What spell is that? Essence Capture. It's kind of a nice card. 2 mana, counter spell, you know. And these Drakes are going to kill me. And that Drake's going to kill me. So, oh, well, that worked. At least I'll kill one of them. But yeah, I think I definitely need to look for some black-white flying. Oh, look, there I do have 2 Regal Bloodlords in here. Alright, let's hope you don't have a freaking counter spell in your hand. Well, at least your mana's tapped. Well, I'll either kill his creature, because I hate those 2. They're another creature I really do not like. You take that 3-point lightning bolt, now it's a 5-point lightning bolt. Yeah, he's just going to take the 5 damage. Well, yeah, that would probably be smarter. Yeah, the one thing I have liked about recording these, you know, I never thought of streaming these, but it's kind of neat going back and watching how people play and try to understand different decks better. I mean, I do go back and watch my videos and just say, okay, well, how did I screw up that round? How could I have, what should I have done better? You know, and try to analyze, you know, my mistakes. I mean, you know, lava coil. Oh, that's why you and I hate, like I said, I hate that gutter swing. There's 6 damage. Oh. This isn't looking good. Look, not looking good. Yeah, not looking good. I'm going to give him a good game. You know, I do wish with these you could do a little chat, or I wish you could talk to people, because I would love to be able to talk to whoever you're playing. I mean, and just, you know, they didn't, you know, you could turn it off, but I mean, I'd love to sit and just be like, hey man, that was really cool. You know, you got a really awesome deck. You know, so I hope that's a feature that they add in. I mean, you know, because I'd love to, you know, chat with people and just say, hey, you know, that deck's amazing. I mean, me, I play red and blue, and I I never get, you know, 6/4 Enigma Drakes. I just, you know, yep, there you go. Give him a nice. I hate those things. I really do. Oh, here. What the hell? I'll see if I last another turn. Let's see here. I'm down to 1. Gotta make him earn it. Yep, game over. So. I might do a ranked draft course set 2019. You know, drafting is interesting. One more time. Drafting is interesting. I mean, every time I draft, I always try to go by whatever I have more cards of in the first pack or what the rare is. I mean, I know, you know, you're basically limited on what rares you're going to get because they're going to be picked out of the other packs. So, you know, what do people think of drafting? I mean, you know, is that an interesting video to watch? This card I love Settle the Wreckage. That's the ultimate, like, you're super confident and cocky, you know, leveler. I like when I have that in my hand and I sit there, especially with the people that build up those massive armies and then they're like, oh, I got 15 creatures. Oh, I'm going to attack you with my 15 creatures. Like, up, Settle the Wreckage. And they're like, my army! And you're like, yep, that just went bye-bye. So, let's see, white deck. Let's see what we got today. You know, I do love the animations with some of these cards when they come into play. I mean, I wish they had more of. Let's see. I'll play this first because I want to bring out my Azul Knight. Let's see if he likes his Johnny's Pride Mate. Let's see if he's gonna keep it. You know, and it's the funny thing. I mean, Legion Lieutenant's a powerful card. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, is it worth? I always hate first strike. You know, people sometimes play too cautious with their creatures. I mean, I figure, you know, if I have a 2/2 and let's see, which creature do you want to get? Which creature do you want to get rid of? Let's see, a Johnny's, or do you want to get rid of your first strike? Oh, you're gonna give up your. Oh, I don't know if I would have gotten rid of a Johnny. I don't know if I would have done that. I would have probably kept the Johnny, just because, you know, whenever you gain life, you know. I wrote my card. And there's your first strike. Yep. No block. I'm going to take the 2 damage. I want to keep him in play. Okay, let's see. Yep. Guild. And this is why. I got a 3/5 vampire. You know, the thing that sucks is vigilance. I really hate vigilance. You know, Dominaria was actually funny. I'm glad they brought that set back because that set, when I saw it, they were, oh, there goes my 3/5. I hate when they kill my creatures. That's such a good card. Yep, see, he's getting to the point where he's probably gonna... Ooh, what do we got here? What do we got? Search for this. Oh, yeah. We're gonna go grab 3 of these. There we go. Say hello to my little friends. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, you're gonna take my Legion Knight. Oh, see, I wouldn't have done that. I would have actually gone for the Legion Lieutenant. Because with the Legion Lieutenant gone, these guys would have been 2/2s, and you got a first strike creature and you got a 2/2 creature. Yeah, see, he realizes. He realizes he screwed up. I mean, hey, I guess I just screwed up too. Oh, now he's gonna go kill my Legion Lieutenant. Yeah, that's not making it past this time. Yep, there it goes. I knew that was going. Yep. See, now it gives you overconfidence. Goodbye. Settle the wreckage. Take out your little things. So I guess maybe that was good that I didn't cast these other Legion Conquistadors, because he would have taken my... He would have killed my little guy right here, and then they would have been 2/2s, and then he would have been picking me apart with his first strike creature. So now now his first strike creature's gone. So, ooh, mortify, good. Ooh, wait a second. Yeah, I want my creature back. Thank you very much. Thank you. What are you gonna do? Block it? Yeah, kind of want that. Why can't I? Now that's weird. Why am I not? Oh, there goes my creature. I really hate Ravenous. I have in my deck. I play him. You know. Wait, how did I... Did I miss something? Come here. Whoa, like what the hell? Like... Oh! Wait. Oh, that's why I can't cast those things. Oh, I hate that. Oh, see, that was one of my mistakes. I went for my 4/4 creature. I should have nailed that one. Because now I have Legion Conquistadors I can't even use. So yeah, there was my mistake. And again, see, that's why I like recording these, is I can go back and be like, oh man, instead of going for that 4/4 creature, that probably cost me the game because, you know, yeah, see, I should have yep, there was my mistake. You know, there's a lot to be said for strategy in this game, and I mean, you know, I really enjoy the critical thinking aspect of it, and yeah, I lost that game. And that's the thing that sucks. I mean, sometimes it comes down to one card. So, I know I said I was only going to do it one more time. Maybe it's not the Vampire Day. So let's, you know, this is black and white. You know, I'm working on United Assault, Deadly Discovery. Those are both Challenger decks. I'm getting. You know, again, I have the decks built. I'm missing a couple cards. You know, it'll be interesting to see when that deck's done. I'll put a video up for that one like I have for the other ones. you know, some of these Simic guilds, I've made, you know, right now, when it comes to the guilds, I have Boros, Gruul, Ozhov, and Golgari. You know, my Simic deck's not the greatest. I don't know if, you know, people want to watch me get my butt kicked. Dimir guild, I'm still working on that deck. Azorius, still kind of fiddling with that. You know, I hate playing decks that I know I'm just going to get my butt kicked a lot. Is it? Selesnya. You know, I do have them built. Rakos. Again, I'm in the process of still trying to acquire cards because they are not exactly what I want. So I think I'm going to switch over back to Ozhov and play that deck because the vampire has been getting its butt kicked today. So. And it's the flying creatures. So I need to hopefully get some you know, some more Seraphs of Angels, and you know, just get some better anti-flying. I mean, that's what I gotta work on. I mean, not much you can do. I do love Kaya's Wrath. I mean, that is my ultimate FU. I'm probably going to remove the Syndicate Messenger. I mean, you know, 4 mana for a 2/3. Afterlife. You know, the only reason why it's in there is because of that symbol, and that's the only reason why I have it in here. You know, I do like Basilica Bellhaunt. I mean, I do like that. You know, 2 black, 2 white. You know, your opponent discards a card, you gain 3 life. I mean, it's, you know, it's all about taking and gaining and giving and losing. So, like I said, you know, I tried to keep these about an hour, so I think this will probably be the last. Whether I win or lose, this will be my last video, or last game in this video for the day. Probably, maybe tonight I'll come back on and I'll try one of the other guild decks. Oops. There's that. Yeah. Now again, the only thing that sucks is that I have all the spells and they're all 4 mana. So, you know, this... I'm gonna guess zombie. Ooh, or pirate. This might be a pirate deck. Nope. I was wrong on both counts. It is a guild deck, though. Now, this is gonna be the moment of truth, everyone. Am I gonna get a black mana? Or am I going to be mana screwed? What's everyone's bet? You know, again, full hand, 4 turns, you know. Oh, Thief of Sanity. I hate that creature. I really hate that creature. You know, it's a great card. It's definitely a great annoyance. Great for control. I mean, there's nothing I enjoy more playing that card than taking your opponent's deck and using it against them. Yeah, so this is a Dimir deck. Like I said, my Dimir deck is not anywhere near this yet. I would love if my Dimir deck was this good, but you know, great. What do I want? Well, I'm gonna get rid of the 6 mana because, you know, and again, maybe I'll take that out. I mean, Afterlife, you get 2 1/1 creatures. It's a 5/3, but for 6 mana, not really helpful at this moment. And again, you know, yeah, I can't block that. Oh, what card are you going to take of mine? Let's see. Here we go. Now, see, when I play Thief of Sanity, I always like to not use any mana. Oh, there went my 1 mana. Oh, there went my mana. This is not going to be good, folks. This is not going to be good. This is not going to be good because I'm gonna. Oh, what did he take? Come on, buddy. You know you want to attack me. again, I'm gonna get beat up by flying. So I gotta get flying. I gotta either cheap flying. Maybe I'll look for some cheap flying creatures, because at least if I can block these early, you know, lovely pieces of joys like Beast of Sanity, I would have had my other black mana right now. So Kaya's Wrath and Basilica Bellhaunt, and I would have had all this. But instead, I'm gonna watch my deck get picked apart. And there goes another one of my cards because I can't cast anything. Okay, Knights of Sorrow, goodbye. Oh man, this is not good, not good, not good. Oh, there goes two. That hurt. That hurt. That hurt. This has not been a good game. I'm going to let him pick me apart. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you know, just by chance I can get, you know, black mana. I'm going to whip this out. Goodbye, freaking annoyance from hell. But other than that, unless if I get one black mana, there's not much I can do, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm just gonna get my deck. I'm just gonna get my deck. My freaking. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, this is miserable, miserable, miserable day. You know, and I hate getting mana screwed. And you know, that's the one thing. I mean, it all depends. I mean, if I had that 4 mana, you know, the game would have been different. And I mean, you know, just how the deck shuffles. I mean, you know, Kaya's Wrath. I got all the stuff that I would need to destroy, or at least put me back into the game. And that's also why I don't like conceding. I mean, I could sit here. Oh, there it goes. Oh, please, Lord. No. And again, this sucks. Another. Was, you know, it was good kind of that. And there's just nothing I can do. It's just because I mean, I'm just getting mana screwed, and Thief of Sanity is not helping my situation. You know, I am going to probably... Yeah. Yep. Just attack. Just dwindle my chances of getting a black mana, because if I get one black mana, man, this is coming all across your creatures. This is all coming across your creatures. Now, the only other thing is, like, I hate people like this because... Oh, well, he has Defender. Well, he really doesn't have any teeth creature. Oh, yeah, he could have picked me apart with the Burglar Rat, because... Oh, hell yeah. Watch, here goes my black mana. Ooh, who wants to bet? Black mana's going bye-bye. There it is! There it is! There it is. And, of course, you're going to cast my Seraph of Angels. Yep. That just adds insult to injury. And my to the taker. Oh, I do have 2 Seraphs of Scales. All I need is 1 freaking mana! That's it! 1! I hate that card. The best was when I made somebody rage quit with that. And there goes my black mana! Hey, I know that card. Too little, too late. That's the moral of the story. That card. Now, see, and again, you know, the guild gates, great. They come into play tapped. But again, I'm still a fan of, if you can't take advantage of the fact that it's a gate, why put it in your deck? You know, in my opinion, I really like the Dominaria lands that if you control a swamp or a plains, then it comes into play untapped. This would have been an example of how that could have changed the tide of battle. Having that card and sort of Ozhov Guildgate. I think I only have 2 in this deck. I want to remove these and eventually put in the Chapel. Because, again, Kaya Wrath, I would have Kaya Wrath, and at least I would have wiped out all the creatures, and then I would have been able to drop, gain some life, you know, 3/4, 3/4 flying, and I'm saying I would have won the game, but it would have probably not ended on this turn. So again, you know, card choice when it comes to mana, lands, you know, what's, you know, it's always a good balancing. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the gates. I'm just gonna attack. What the heck? You know, I'm gonna be dead next turn. You know, I guess I could have attacked with my Monarch and created an afterlife to, you know, 1/1 creature. You know, so yeah, he's just gonna take the damage. He's not even. So I mean, you know, if that was one of the chapels, isolated chapel, Kaya Wrath, everything. And then that little gem, Thief of Sanity. I tell you, like I said, that card, man, I love it. I love it and hate it. You know, the Immortal Sun, that's an awesome card. I only have 1 of them. You know, that's going to be a very, I think we're going to see that card become greater value in physical form, just with all the Planeswalkers coming out. I mean, you know, you drop 4 of them in your deck. You know, yes, it is legendary, but if you build your deck heavily around Planeswalkers, that is going to be the card that you're going to want to have to kill. I mean, I think anybody that plays Exelon, or if that's Rivals, I forget which one it is. I'm not really good with the symbols. I used to be, but you know, I haven't really played Exelon. I think I only own like 10 booster packs. Well, there it is, -16. Got my butt kicked. Isolated Chapel. I mean, I wish I had more of them. Looking at that deck, you know, I'll go into that deck. I always like going into decks. I mean, you know, that's not my deck. That is Saproling Spawn. Let's try this again. Edit deck. So, yeah, see, I have 3. Okay, so I have 3 isolated chapels. You know, and again, I love the dual land ability, especially with the gold cards. I feel you need to have that. You need to have the ability that, you know, you don't need 2 plains, you don't need 2 swamps. You know, if you get that isolated chapel, then great. I mean, in this deck, I mean, there's no creature that takes advantage of the guild gate. You could have said, hey, well, why don't you just put another swamp or plains in? Well, again, as you can see, I just needed a swamp. I like the dual land ability. 18 plus 6, 24. Okay, so it has 24 and 65 cards. I mean, I tend to run my decks a little high. I tend to run them at 65 cards. You know, just because you know, I've run across a lot of discard decks, and you know, you've really got to have something that can handle this. You know, now, you know, like I said, I would love to get 2 more Seraph of the Scales, put 4 in there, get rid of this Debtor's Transport. You know, again, Afterlife. Yeah, so what you create a 1/1 creature. I mean, you know, this has Afterlife too. So I mean, this I think is overall better creature. This I just kind of put in there because it is a thrall and it is. And again, revival, revenge. I want to up that by 1. You know, consecrate. You know, I guess I could probably put in murder. You know, junk troller. I basically put junk troller in there just to defend this card from any large creatures that I can. You know, so you know, these are always a work in progress. I mean, you know, we'll see how this evolves, and I keep on playing them. And you know, if I ever update this, you know, drastically, I'll you know, make sure to upload and just do an Ozhov's Guild, you know, revision 2 or something. So again, there's my profile name, there's my number. You know, you ever want to play, you know, you say, hey, you know, I like your deck, I want to see what one of my decks can do against it. Hey, let's play. So you know, hey, if you ever want to challenge me, please, that'd be fun. You know, I'd love to get interactive. Usually weekends and after 7:30 on the weeknights Eastern time. But yeah, that's all for today. I mean, you know, I might do another video in a little later, and we'll see how it goes. So